Well, hello there, this is Shane from Shane's Books and Review, and I hope you are having a great day today. If not, here's hoping it gets better. Today, we're going to be talking about Brandon Sanderson's Oathbringer, and we're also going to announce the video for 2 weeks from now at the end of the video. And I'll just go jump in there. You'll find out. Just be patient. So, this book is wonderful. I love this book. There's a reason why. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this one to come out. It is a fantasy book for sure. It's one of those things, knights, maidens, kind of. But there's also that element of magic, and there's this entire universe Brandon has built around these characters. And they're all very prolific in their own way. The Blackthorn, because of who he wants to become versus who he's been in the past, and his inner demon. Then there's Bridge 4, the entire crew. They're all phenomenal characters. And between the Bridge crew, the Blackthorn, Sadius, and a few others, all these dramas that have been happening throughout the books previous, they kind of do indeed get answered and wrapped up, which was a wonderful thing to behold. This book was incredibly long. It was so enjoyable the entire way through. And it's because of that familiarity. I already know these characters. I know what they've been through. And it was so cool to see how things got played out. I was curious. I didn't know how it was going to come to a head. It did. Big ugly head. And there we go. The things that this book made me feel, it was kind of an interesting mix, really, because there was this triumphantness of the return of X, Y, or Z, however you want to look at it. It was the realization of the Sprins as well, of who they were and where they actually come from. And then the horrible realization of where we came from. All this stuff came together and made a really good telling. It gave me that fulfilled feeling. Thing is the way the book left off, there's no doubt in my mind that if Brandon wanted to devote another 20 years to a next sequel, he would be able to pull it off. No problem. In the very beginning of the book, there's a huge forward of all these people that were helping him, that helped him with some of the artwork that was inside the book, which if you haven't seen, it's incredible. And there's different artists as well. There's ones that were responsible for the back cover versus the front versus the illustrations in the middle. There are people that are actually devoted to the universe to make sure that the things stay straight, that Brandon doesn't accidentally write somebody in a way that wouldn't be true to themselves. He had a ton of first readers that helped him with this. It's almost like a movie production, the amount of people that were involved in writing this book. It was phenomenal. It blew my mind. I usually don't think about things like that, but it's for the benefit of the material. And the material was so very well done. I have no issue saying if you've not read any of this series, check them out. It is absolutely incredible. And if you like fantasy, there's no way you're going to be disappointed in this. If there was anything that I would say that maybe could have been a little bit better about the book, if I take my personal bias stuff, I absolutely love this and I am a fanboy, and set it to the side, there's really not a whole lot of weak points to the book at all. There are some points where the book does drag on, but that's because of details that are needed. The rest of the story wouldn't have stood as strong at the end of the book. Not at all. I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit more from the main bad guy, but beyond that, that's really about it. Between our light-weaving friend and Kaladin, the princess, and all this kind of thing. It was questionable at the beginning through to the middle, and then things started to make sense with the Lightweaver and where that was going. And it was fun actually getting in there. And I think that was one of the reasons why I enjoyed the book the most, was because I didn't know where things were going. It really wasn't that very predictable. It really wasn't. The wrap up at the end of the book was very, very strong. Kudos. Well done, Brandon. It's very much appreciated. Question of the week would be, have you ever read a series like that? One where the writing is so strong that you instantly look forward to any little tidbit of news or any kind of anything about that story that may be coming out from the author. And what was it? Tell me down there. I'd love to know. There was a series that was mentioned by one of you a few weeks back now. Sorry about all that. It had to be done. And the first book in that series was Aura CV-01. Frontier Sagas Book 1, what a name, wrote by Reich Brown. I would like to say thank you for mentioning this, and this has become one of those guilty pleasure books, and I'm on book 4 now. I did indeed enjoy it, so again, really appreciate the comment and let me know about that series. Well done. And that is the book that we will be talking about 2 weeks from now And in a week's time, I'm kind of unsure what we should be talking about. How about this? I'm always assigning you guys and gals a book. Pick one off of Audible for me. Tell me in the comments what you want me to read for next week. Please don't make it a trashy romance novel. Please don't. Please. And I will read it, and we'll talk about it on this coming Friday. And don't forget, if this video gets a lot of traction, sharing and thumbs up and that kind of a thing, we can do a deep breakdown of this book if you guys and gals want them. Like, share, subscribe. This is Shane with Shane's Books and Review, and you might want to check out one of these videos over here. Have a great weekend.